What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Detroit Lions franchise. Last week, the Lions were at home in Ford Field taking on the Minnesota Vikings in an NFC North showdown, and the Lions came away with a victory 20-10 to extend their lead in the NFC North to 3 games over both the Vikings and the Packers. And the Lions will have the Packers at home this week, the second game against Green Bay in 3 weeks. Last time they broke the curse in Wisconsin of not winning there in over 20 years. Can the Lions get another victory and sweep the season series with the Packers? We'll find out coming up next. It's Lions, Packers.
So that means Jeremy Ross will be back for the opening kick.
Matthew Stafford and this Detroit Lions offense will get this game started. Stafford, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season, and 3,800 yards passing. It's an MVP-type season. Can he continue it? 1st and 10, play action from Stafford. He's going deep one-on-one for Megatron, and he can't come up with the catch. 3rd and 10, Stafford going to work from the shotgun here, and he is going to get wrapped up, and his pass will fall incomplete. And the Lions have a quick 3 and out. Ensuing punt here from Sam Martin is going to be shanked out to the right. And the Packers will have the ball on the Detroit 30. Aaron Rodgers coming out. 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions on the season. Not such an MVP type season with those 13 interceptions, but they have the ball at the Detroit 30 to start out. Rodgers back to pass here, will fire, and it is nowhere on target to his receiver, Devontae Adams. 3rd and 10, empty backfield set, and Rodgers will fire over the middle, and that one is offline as well. Looked like it was intended for his tight end. And it'll be 4th and 10, and the Packers will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good, and the Packers take a 3-0 lead. Good job by the Detroit defense to hold them to that. Lions take back over, down by 3. Stafford will fire, caught by Ernest Sherrod, and Sherrod will make his way up to the 38. 2nd and 4 now for the Lions. Stafford will hand it off on a delay to Joyke Bell, and Bell will pick up the 1st down, and it'll be 1st and 10 now from midfield. Under center, Stafford will hand it off to Bell. Bell running up the middle. He's got lots of running room here, and he's going to gain 18 yards on that carry. Later in the drive, it's 2nd down and 5. Bell with another carry, this time up the middle again, and he's going to end up picking 7 and another Detroit 1st down. Empty backfield set now on 1st and 10. Stafford looking to pass. He'll fire. Caught by Sherrod. And he's inside the 10, down at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal, Detroit. From the 9. It's play action from Stafford. And he's going to roll out to his right here. Taking off. It looks like a firing on the run last second. And caught in the end zone by Eric Ebron for the touchdown. He continues his monster season at tight end. And the Lions take a 7-3 lead. Packers take over here in the 1st at the Detroit 26, and it's going to be picked off by Stephen Tulloch. Another interception by Aaron Rodgers this season, number 14, and the Lions take the ball away after Green Bay has a great shot to score. 3rd and 5 as the Lions take over, and Ebron's going to get the pass from Stafford, and he's going to take this one out to the Packers' 43-yard line. That would be a 30-yard gain. A pitch here to Forrest Hanson on 1st and 10. He'll get outside, and he will pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Packers' 32. Stafford going to fire this one over the middle. Caught by Ebron. Another catch by the tight end. This one for a 1st down. At the Packers' 20, it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Forrest Hanson. He gets outside here. He's wrapped up, but not before getting inside the 10. 1st and goal, Detroit. From the 9. Stafford will play action to Joyke Bell. Fire off his back foot. Up goes Calvin Johnson. He almost makes a spectacular one-handed catch. Instead, it's incomplete. And Calvin Johnson is down in pain. But he's on the sideline here, just with his helmet off, drinking some Gatorade. Looks like he will be fine. And it's 2nd and goal, Detroit from the 9. Stafford looking to pass. He's going to fire, and it's caught by Ebron for his 2nd touchdown of the day. His monster season continues, and at the end of one, Detroit is on top over Green Bay 14-3. Packers have the ball here as we get into the second quarter, down 14-3. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers, lots of time, fires outside, and Eddie Lacy cannot hang on the sideline there for the catch. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Rodgers hands off to Lacy. He breaks a tackle. He makes his way forward for a gain of 10, and that'll be a 1st down. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 16 from their own 47. Rodgers steps up in the pocket, fires, and somehow this one's caught in double coverage by Jordy Nelson. Later in the drive, it's 2nd and 6 from the Lions 29. A dump off to Chris Ivory will pick up the 1st down. Remember, he got us in the first game in Lambeau. Even though we were able to win, he had a big game. 2nd and 10, and Rodgers will find his receiver inside the 10, down to the 9, 1st and goal, Green Bay. Hand off to Eddie Lacy now on 1st and goal, and Lacy makes his way down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Packers with Rodgers in the shotgun. He'll look to pass here. It's a quick one outside, caught by Childers, and he's got the touchdown, and Green Bay closing the gap, 14-10 now Detroit, as they have the ball from their own 47 here with under a minute to go. Golden Tate with the catch. He's pushed out of bounds at the Packers 45. Later in the drive, it's 1st and 10 from the 41. Stafford going to lob this one up, but it's going to be picked off by Perry. Nowhere near his receiver, Sherrod, and Perry's taking this one back inside the 30. Will he go all the way? No, he's down to about the 15, and the Packers will set up there. Rodgers, good field position here. Can they capitalize? He's looking to pass here in 1st and 10. He steps up, fires. Jordy Nelson with a catch, and inside the 5, 1st down, and 1st and goal from the 3. Rodgers will hand off to Lacy, and Lacy will make his way forward for the touchdown, and the Packers take the lead 17-14 off the turnover. 25 seconds to go in the half, and the Lions have the ball, and they're trying to make something happen. This pass from Stafford, though, off the mark badly, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Stafford will work from the shotgun here. He will fire outside, and it's caught by Jeremy Ross. Ross is going to be out of bounds at the 36, and Detroit will be able to save a timeout. 15 seconds to go. Stafford back to pass here. Fires, and caught by Golden Tate. He's wrapped up at the 15. Detroit will take a timeout. And at 1st and 10 from the 16 here. Stafford gonna fire. Caught by Sherrod, and he gets inside the pylon. Touchdown, Detroit. And the Lions take the lead 21-17 heading into halftime.
All right, welcome to the Verizon halftime.
Green Bay has the ball to open up the second half here, down by 4. Rodgers will pass, caught by his tight end Ferguson. That'll be a 1st down, and we'll take a look at the halftime stats here. Detroit, their offense moving the ball pretty well. Both teams with 1 turnover on the day. Detroit with the lead, 21-17. Back to this Packers drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 30. Rodgers gonna fire, and it's broken up, swatted down by Sue. Love that animation there. 3rd and 10 now for the Packers. Rodgers going to fire this one deep, and this one's going to be picked off by Glover Quinn. And Quinn gets the 2nd interception of the day for the Lions and sets him up in good field position. 3rd and 5 for Detroit from the Packers 45. Stafford will fire, caught by Eric Ebron. He's down to the 30, 1st and 10 Detroit. From there, Stafford under center will pitch it out to Forrest Hansen, trying to get the edge. He breaks 1 tackle, he breaks another tackle, and makes his way forward for 7. 2nd down and 2 for Detroit. Stafford going to pass for it here, and finds Calvin Johnson outside for the 1st down catch at the 14. Detroit, 3 possessions in the red zone, 3 touchdowns. Can they make it 4 for 4? It's 1st and 10. Stafford looking to pass. Lots of time here. Fires, and wide open in the end zone. Golden Tate with a touchdown, and Detroit extends their lead 28-17 on Stafford's 4th touchdown pass of the day. And the Lions on fire now. Can they keep it going? They have the ball again later in the 3rd, up 28-17. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford Scrambling around the pocket, will be hit, and he fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Redmond, I believe that is. And the Packers get their second takeaway of the day, 2 for each of these teams. Eddie Lacy with a carry on 1st and 10. He's weaving his way forward, and he will gain 6. 2nd and 3. Rodgers back to pass here, will fire deep, and it is over Jordy Nelson's head by a long shot. 3rd and 3 now. Rodgers looking to pass, and he's going to dump it off here to Randall Cobb, and Cobb cannot reach the first down marker, and the Packers will have to punt, I believe, here. Actually, they're going to kick a field goal here, and you can see Rodgers only 12 for 27 on the day. The field goal kick is up, and it is no good, short, and it remains 28-17. Lions take over from the Packers 44 now. 2nd and 13. Stafford is going to fire. He's hit, and it's going deep, but it's broken up, and Stafford is down on the ground in pain. This is what has happened in every season of this series so far. Stafford injured late in the season. Muscle cramps. Say he will return soon, so it doesn't look like it is serious. We'll have to wait and find that one out. At the end of 3 quarters, Detroit is on top, 28-17. We head to the 4th and final quarter here. Green Bay has the ball. 2nd and 5. It's a dump off to Devontae Adams, and Adams will have the first down. 2nd and 3 now for Green Bay. Rodgers back to pass here, steps up, fires, caught by Jordy Nelson towards midfield. We're right at midfield, and keeping this drive alive. From their own 42 now, it's 2nd and 18. Rodgers back to pass, will get sacked and fumble the ball. Sacked by B.J. Raji. He forces the fumble. He picks up the fumble, and the Lions get their 3rd takeaway of the day here against Green Bay. Eli Manning in the game now for Stafford as he was injured, and a dump off to LaMichael James will go for a good gain. Later in the drive, it's 2nd down and 8. And the pass, or the pitch out to Forrest Hansen. He'll get the edge here, and it looks like he'll come close to the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. And it's play action from Manning. Firing, caught Calvin Johnson. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. 5 passing touchdowns on the day by this Detroit offense. 4 by Stafford, 1 by Manning. And Detroit extends their lead, 35-17 over Green Bay. With under 5 minutes to go in this game, Rodgers back to pass will hit Ferguson for a first down catch. 3rd and 20 now for the Packers. Rodgers dropping back deep, and he is going to be wrapped up for the sack by Devin Taylor, his 3rd of the day. They'll have to punt the ball. They get the ball back later in the quarter with under 2 to go. A dump off to Lacy. He's down the sideline, out of bounds at the 40. 1st and 10 Green Bay. Empty backfield set. Rodgers gonna pass, firing it up deep, and broken up by Antonio Allen. It'll be 4th and 13 later in this drive. Rodgers has to complete this one for a first down. He fires. It's caught by Dixon, but he cannot reach the marker. And that one will end the game, seal it, but it comes at a cost, a dislocated shoulder for Kyle Van Noy. And Detroit wins this one 35-17 atop of Matt Stafford's 4 touchdown passes. He will be fine. We're not sure about Van Noy, but your final score today, Detroit sweeps the season series 35-17 over the Packers. Looking at the stats for the game, Detroit's offense, another good day. Stafford 17 for 28, 222 yards and 4 touchdowns. Joique Bell 83 yards on the ground. Forrest Hansen 52. Ebron a big day, 6 catches, 78 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. And Stephen Tulloch with an interception along with Glover Quinn. And we have some contract news. Sam Martin wants a new contract. He wants 6 years, $21.5 million. And even though he shanked that one punt, we're going to offer $21.6 million. And he's going to go accept that 6-year contract. He's only 26 years old, and he's a 99 overall. And the Lions have a 3-game lead over the Vikings in the NFC North and 4 games over the Packers. But it doesn't matter because they have clinched the NFC North with that victory over Green Bay. and they're still locked in at number 3 in the NFC. Seahawks 14-0, Eagles 13-1, and they beat the Lions in Week 1, so they'd have to lose out. Coming up in the next episode, Detroit will be on the road to face the 7-7 Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton, and the Colts. And the Lions have an 8-game winning streak coming into this game. Can they make it 9? We're going to find out in the next episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode of the Detroit Lions franchise.